Apa que empezar?
Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to the Microsoft Imagine Cup 2024 organization. I'm your host, Shakti Lakmat. To give you an introduction about what is an Imagine Cup X, it's an global premier technology competition where offers students just like us opportunity to unleash the passion to develop the technological solution in four categories: education, health, earth, lifestyle. So that could make the difference in the world, and student can tap into their entrepreneurial types and uh, and bring their ideas to life and makes their dreams come true. So along the way, you can connect with like-minded peoples, gain new skills, and learn new technical knowledge, and also obtain training and mentorship from Microsoft. And also, you will get chance to win a cash prize at the end. And also during the session, uh, yeah, now we will start our session, and also during the session, if our participants have any questions for the speakers, you may ask in the chat box in the Zoom or WhatsApp or in the LinkedIn live chat. So today it's about how can achieve your goals with Microsoft Imagine Cup, and we have brought an exceptional speaker for you. He is the regional partner technology strategist at Microsoft, Mr. Prabhat Panaperum. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Shakti. I hope I'm audible. Let me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me a second. All right. Good evening, all of you. Thank you, Shakti, and the team behind this initiative. Thank you so much for putting this together. My name is Prabhat, as Shakti introduced, working as a technology strategist at Microsoft, South Asia and India. So today I'm gonna take you through Microsoft Imaging Cup competition, the annual competition which we're organizing for university students like you. So Microsoft Imaging Cup considered as the Olympic of the technology world. Why we called it as the Olympic? Because this is the 22nd consecutive year we are organizing it. We have been like, even when you look at Sri Lanka as a country, we have really good history. Even 1 year ago, we got one team going into Seattle and attending the World Championship round. The top three, they were among top three teams of the whole world. Just imagine, we get like more than millions of entries each and every year from more than 150 countries. So out of those entries, being on top three entries, I think that is unbelievable, right? I think we as a country, like, it might be small geographically, but when you look at the talent pool, when you look at the people, I don't think people have really realized the power of us. So we all are going to like as an individual, I am already in the industry, so you all are going to be part of the industry very soon, right? So we have a collective responsibility of helping this nation country to come out of this challenging situation, because IT industry is one area which can really contribute to the country's economy, right? So this competition, why it's important for you, that's the topic I want to talk about before I'm getting into the nitty-gritties of the competition. So I will tell you three things, right? So in case you are looking for an internship, you will realize what I'm telling right now. I mean, if you are looking for an internship or a junior opportunity right now, as we speak, you will know what I'm talking about. If you're a second year student or a first year student, you might not really take it seriously, but guys, there's a serious problem when it comes to internships, right? So the reason behind that is students are not ready to get into the job market, right? Because when you are not ready, organizations have to put a lot of effort and money, but the ROI, return on investment, is really low. So how we can solve this? Number one, you have to grab industry skill sets knowledge while you are at the university. Just imagine the number of students coming out from universities, like from universities into the job market in Sri Lanka, right? So if you look at Sri Lanka, or students who are studying in Sri Lanka and the students who are studying abroad and coming down the country to continue their career, more than 8,000 students are coming out from universities in Sri Lanka and outside, like Sri Lankans, each and every year. Now, when you look at the job market, I'm not saying there are no jobs. There are jobs, but especially when it comes to the juniors, like people who are like entering the industry, there is a massive knowledge gap. So my request for you guys, because I'm an individual, I'm like working through my partners out there and being part of those interviews and all, I know what we are looking at, but our students unfortunately way behind that, right? So what you can do is, number one, you have to start grabbing industry skill sets. Go to Microsoft Learn, just search for Microsoft Learn on Google or Bing, go to that portal and start learning Microsoft Cloud, Azure, and then low-code, no-code platforms, ERP, CRMs, and then modern work solutions, AI, co-pilots, a lot of things there. Why I specifically mentioned about Microsoft is not just because I'm coming from Microsoft. You have to, when you start learning, you have to really look at the market, right? Where you can really apply your knowledge and skill set. So if you're going to stay in Sri Lanka, more than 75% of the organizations are relying on Microsoft technologies. If you go outside of country, again, more than 95% of Fortune 500 organization companies are on Microsoft Cloud. So Fortune 500 are the top 500 organizations, right, of the planet. So that's what you should think about. If you are learning something, if you're learning about a cloud technology, which is not even, with the customers, you're spending a lot of time, but when you're going out from university, you will not really able to apply that skill set and the knowledge because that is not being used widely. Right? You are taking a risk. Don't take a risk. Look at Microsoft Learn, start learning, start from the fundamental certification content. You first learn, you get sandbox environments on Azure. I think this is one of the unique functionalities we have included in Microsoft Learn, because when you compare Microsoft Learn with other platforms and the cloud providers, learning platforms, you see this significant change, the difference, because on other cloud platform, when you're trying to learn, you either get a sandbox environment, like not a sandbox. I mean, it's simply like a prototype environment where you can get the experience, but that's not the real case, right? Or you get a trial environment with X number of credits and it will expire after some time. The same is available on Microsoft Azure as well, but we see it as challenge, a challenge for students who are really learning, because these technologies, when I request you to start learning about industry skill sets, but if you unable to get the hands-on experience out of that, you can't really learn about it because it's not possible, right? So you have to really get your hands dirty. So in that case, having that access is required. Having 200 US dollars per month free of charge or 100 USD per month is not enough, right? Because you can't complete learning within a month. To bridge that major gap or the challenge, what we have done is we have included sandbox environments on Microsoft Learn that is unlimited. As a user, you can use unlimited number of sandboxes in a day. Like you complete something today and even come there tomorrow and you get a new environment and you can really get your hands dirty with the real environment. So we have given that totally free of charge. Team, if you are not aware, this is time you can start learning about these technologies, right? Then we have fundamental certification. You can get that certification. We have AI certifications, content, and then based on your job role, whether you are going to be a developer, whether you are going to be a business analyst, whatever, a business user, you are trying to run a startup, either you can start learn about these things because you have all these learning content freely available on Microsoft Learn. Now you go there, start learning and start facing for these professional certifications, right? And then look at the second point I want to highlight. The first one is about um, grabbing the industry skill sets. Sorry. The second one is being part of the communities, right? Because being part of communities is really important because that will open up a lot of opportunities to you. When I say being part of communities, not just attending those meetings and doing something randomly. No, you have to contribute. Let's say Microsoft Learn Institute ambassadors. We have Sakti. Not sure how many others we have, but don't just join these ambassador programs. You have to really contribute, right? Because I can see a very bad trend these days. If you take one student, that student might be in like part of almost all university driven program. They are in A, B, C, X, Y, Z, Microsoft, other cloud provider clubs, everywhere. If you think having all these brand names in your CV, volunteer at XYZ, ambassador at XYZ, having that mention is just helpful for you to grab a job, you will never go there. You will never achieve it. So please pick maximum 2, minimum 1, obviously, of such communities and start contributing. Because then you will get to know people, you will get a unique opportunity to join with the community, the next generation, like the previous generation who is now at organizations. You can talk to them, you can share knowledge, and they will get to know you. Now you understand the network you can build, right? And you can learn also, because if you're trying to share something, you have to have something like unique in you, right? If you don't know something like more than others, there is nothing for you to share, right? So you have to first learn. You have to go back to my first point and then come back to the second point, which is giving back to the community. And don't be part of almost all the clubs in your university. Just pick one, maximum of 2, because you have to technically be a superhuman being if you are trying to maintain or manage your academic work, research, papers, assessments. I know how many assessments are there, right? I mean, if you're trying to maintain all these things, that is not going to happen. Your recruiters are also pretty aware of this situation. So don't just, be part of all these things. Let others also to be part of this. You pick 1 or 2 and start contributing. That's the second point. The third point is about being part of this kind of global competition. So as I said, Microsoft Imaging Cup is a global competition. Everyone knows. You simply go to Google or Bing, whatever, right? Whatever your favorite search engine, search for Imaging Cup Sri Lanka. You will see the number of press releases, number of meetings, meeting honorable ministers, meeting honorable ambassadors, meeting senior level people of leaders of organizations. Wow. While you are at the university, look at the exposure you get. If you are trying to be the winner, if you are lucky enough to be the winner of the competition, in next few slides I will show you, we will be getting amazing opportunity, once in lifetime opportunities, team. So please be part of global competitions like this. Everyone knows when you add that to your CV, everyone knows whether you're going to be in Sri Lanka or outside of Sri Lanka, wherever you go. If you are saying, I was part of Imaging Cup, I was a winner of this round, I was second runners up, I was the winner, the value that will add to your profile is unmatchable. So please grab this opportunity and keep those 3 points in your mind. Those are really, really, really important for you to face the future. Right. So with that, let me take you through the presentation slides. So what is Imaging Cup? I already explained. This year, there are a couple of challenges we have made. If you can see on the screen, this year we are trying to build AI entrepreneurs, meaning we want you to build products and we want you to be an entrepreneur. Now, if you feel like, no, I don't have intention of becoming an entrepreneur and I want to be an employee, fine. Even though you're going to be an employee under an employer, still those leaders will look for entrepreneurs, people who can really wear an entrepreneur hat and work inside organization are getting a really are getting into a different level, right? If you think like, you do a job because you don't have leadership skills, you can't really execute something, you don't know how to execute like something from A to Z, that era has gone. If you feel like you want to be a employee because someone will tell you what needs to be done, someone will always follow you and ask you to do, no, you will be given certain responsibilities and KPIs and you have to somehow achieve it. No one will teach you how to do that, A to Z. So you have to figure that out. So that is important. Now, with that, I hope it's clear. Even though you are gonna be in simple terms, whether you're gonna do a job or trying to become an entrepreneur by starting your own company, either way, this is the opportunity for you, right? So you submit your business proposal by 24th of January. You have exactly 12 days more. Go to imagingcup.com and submit your proposal. And then you will be getting, you have to submit a valid business proposal. If you're submitting a fake empty document just for the sake of getting these Azure credits and OpenAI credit, that won't happen because there will be a human review happening on top of the business proposal you submit. So you submit your business proposal by 24th of January in another 12 days time. And then you will be getting a golden opportunity to get 2,500 USD worth of Azure OpenAI credits and also 1,000 USD worth of Azure credits and expert mentorships from Microsoft employees and MVPs out there. I think that this is, again, even though now see the amount of investment Microsoft had made for every student who are going to be part of this competition. Even before you get into the competition rounds, as soon as you submit the valid business proposal, which has AI-led idea, a problem statement and solution, you will be given these credits. Why? Because the competition this time would be on the minimum viable product you are going to build using these credits. Right? So you're given Azure credits, you're given OpenAI credits, you can build a nice solution, AI-based solution. If your solution is not having an AI infused right now, it's high time for you to start building that. So you can add AI into your solution, build it using Azure OpenAI credits, which are being given here. If you look at the second row of this slide, these are some of the key prerequisites for you to be part of the competition. So I'm sure I believe all of you are age 18 and above, and you are part of your university, then green tick for both options, like both line items. The third line item is important. There can be maximum of 4 team members in a particular team, right? And those 4 team members can be even from different universities or same university, doesn't matter, right? Even different countries. But highly recommend you to pick members from the same university or from your own university. It will make your life easier. One more thing before I forget, when you're picking team members, you have to think something. So when you're looking at your team, when you're looking at the competition, so one of the requirements of this competition is presenting your idea properly. You build the best product of the world. someone has built so far. But if you don't know how to pitch it, how to present it in front of panel, you will fail, right? You have to have the best product, best solution, best problem statement if you want to be the winner out of other entries. But if you don't know how to pitch it, again, you can't win. So if you want to win the competition, you have to think about your team composition. If all four of you are co-developers who can just be in front of computer, do coding all the time, not like they don't know how to talk to a person, how to look at person's eye and talk to them, how to do a presentation, how to talk to someone, to do a elevator pitch, then you're not gonna end up anywhere. Right? So please, if all four of your team members are like that, I would highly recommend you to find another person, maybe from outside of your faculty, maybe someone from your management, sales, or any other faculty outside of technology, and get that person, because that person can do the presentation. That person might not have any idea about the technology technicalities behind your solution, which is fine, because you have three other members who can do that part. Because when there's a Q&A, you can other three members can answer those questions. Doesn't matter, right? And one person is doing the presentation. So keep that in mind. And when picking the problem statement, again, you have to think about a better problem statement. If you are finding out the problem statement which is only applicable for a small village in Sri Lanka, which will impact less than 1,000 people, like heads, right? It's not the one. It might not be the one we are looking at, because this is a global competition. The problem you're trying to solve should make sense for the majority of the people. In that case, what you can do, when you're presenting your idea, try to make it relevant to at least India, because we have largest population of the world on top of us, on ahead of us, right, as a country in the map. So think about that. At least try to be relevant to that population, then it makes sense for the panel, right? So you can go to United Nations Sustainable Goal website and find problem statements, and then thematic areas. You can figure out a problem statement. You can talk to people around you, go and talk to your parents, go and talk to your security officers in your university, people in your village, town, people in different industries, or at least keep an open eye, read newspapers, watch news. Then you know what is happening around the world and the problems around the world. If you're not having an open mind and open eye, you will not able to find a proper, like a solution, a problem statement first and then a solution, right? Because technology comes later. Don't put technology forward before you find a proper problem statement. Finding a proper problem statement is the most important one. So team, please focus on that, and then you come to your technology stack and build it, right? As I said, we are trying to find AI entrepreneurs, and once you submit your business proposal, you will be eligible for 1,000 USD worth of Azure credits and 2,500 worth of OpenAI credits. So you have to submit your MVP by 9th of February, then only you will be getting selected, and you can go through the rest of the rounds. And if you're going to be the winner, this is something I mentioned. These are the things you're going to get. 100K USD, if I'm not mistaken, that is close to 30 million LKR, Sri Lankan rupees, 30 million. Just imagine being a university student and you are going to be a millionaire. This is possible, team. That's why I said at the very beginning. 1 year before, one team from one of the private universities in Sri Lanka were among those top 3 teams, right? Even this time we are given 50K worth of USD cash prize, even for those top 2, like runners up, right? Winner will get 100K and other 2 teams will get 50K each. Just imagine, again, if you are trying to be one of those 2, you will become a millionaire. Just imagine, and all the press releases, meetings, the exposure you get, you're going to be a popular person. I'm just telling these things to motivate you, team. Other than that, this is a really, really good turning point for all of you in your life, right? Because just imagine 8,000 students are coming out from university. All 8,000 have completed the academic activities, and the research, the papers, thesis, everything. Now, the question is how you guys can come out of the 8,000. For that, just keep those three things in your mind. What I just said. First one, start grabbing industry skill sets and the certifications while you are at the university, because then when you get into the industry, people, organizations will not need to invest additional amount of money and time. Most importantly, get you up to speed, right? Because you are ready, you know how to bridge the gap between how industry work and what you have learned at the university, right? The second one, be part of communities, contribute. You will get a lot. I'm a living example of that. That's why I'm telling you with very I can tell you because I have gone through that journey. I'm still going through. I'm doing my best to contribute to people, give back to people, because that will definitely help you in multiple angles, right? So third one is being part of this kind of competition. Whether you win or lose, team, you have 12 days. Please submit your business proposal and submit your MVP, minimum viable product, by 9th of February. You still have time. We all are submitting assessments within, like university assessment, within 1 or 2 weeks, right? Even though we have whole semester. I mean, that's the reality. Come on, 12 days, totally enough. Start today, spend some nights, you can submit it, because this is once in a lifetime opportunity. Don't miss it, right? This is the timeline. Right now we are at the qualifying round. As I said, as soon as you submit the business proposal, valid business proposal, you will get into Founders Hub, Startup Microsoft for Startups program, which will give you Azure credits and OpenAI credits. And then judging will happen as soon as you submit your MVP between 26th of February and 9th of February. There will be a judging happening. Then semifinals round. After semifinals round, the winners, top three of each area, Asia, EMEA, and US, will be going to World Championship round, which is happening as part of Microsoft Build event in Seattle. The total cost will be bared by Microsoft. Sorry, team. So that's how this competition works. So last year we got the winner from Kenya. As I said, this is a global competition which is open for everyone across the globe. So this is the opportunity for you all to be part of. So don't miss it. Now it's time for Q&A. If you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask, or put it on the chat window. Happy to answer. Team, any questions? Please raise it. Shakti, over to you.
Since there's no any questions,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would.
I think there is one question from
Yeah, yes.
Nimeshan. Is it possible for teams to consist of members from 2 different years? Not only two, multiple countries, multiple universities, doesn't matter. But maximum of 4 members, Nimeshan. Thanks for the question.
If there's any question, you can drop it to in the chat box or in the WhatsApp group as. Okay, since there's no any questions, okay. So there's a question in the chat box. Is someone from another field to take part for the event? Is there am I audible?
Yeah, I don't understand that question.
Yeah, so
What
from
Emmanuel meant
if
by
that
another field?
if that person is from not in IT field or
Oh,
in
that is
software
fine. I
engineering.
mean, yeah, that is fine. There is no such restriction. There's nothing like field. I mean, this is competition which is open for anyone, but you have to have AI based solution. That's
Uh, okay, since there's no any questions from the participants, I would like to wrap the sessions, and also I want to thank Mr. Prabhat for giving an overview about the Microsoft Imagine Cup 2024, and also I would like to thank Society of Computer Science in University of Peradeniya helping me organizing this event, and thank you very much, Mr. Rab.
Thank you. Thanks, team. Have a nice
Okay.
evening.
Okay.